everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. To the middle, here's Porzingis. White, bounce pass. Outside Tatum. Out to Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. The wing jumper off target.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Williams outside. No good there. And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hard-working. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
Dort with the ball. He's picked up by White.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them. And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Screen by Porzingis. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to White. Screen by Porzingis. White drives in. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. First quarter of play with about 1.5 minutes gone. Taken away by Holiday. Into the lane. Over in the corner, Brown. No good on the 3.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. Knocked loose. Williams with the steal. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Outside, Porzingis. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude, growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up with the Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:03 left in the first quarter. Inside. Shot clock at 6. It's Dort on the wing. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Celtics trail by 5. Left side, Brown. Holiday, no one around him. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J, and at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dort wide open. Good on the three-point shot.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with a clean look. And the Thunder another 3.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Thunder. They're up by 9. And for 2K... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
The Thunder leading by 9. Caruso looking for an opening. Down low. Here's Dort. The 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agreed, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Outside, Porzingis. To the paint. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the steal. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Boston, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by White. And stolen by Tatum. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Substitution on the floor.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Tatum. Pass to Brown. It's stolen by Dort. Williams with the ball. And it's Horford picking him up. And finished off by Williams.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
The Thunder lead by 8. Here's Hartenstein. To the inside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
You love how Holiday can get in a guy's shirt defensively without fouling.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game. Left side, Horford. Tatum. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Thunder leading by 8. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
In the corner, Horford with it. Boston again missing.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's a screen. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams for three, and Tatum pulls it down. To the right side. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Stolen by Dort. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the drive. Hartenstein with it. Poke loose. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits the three-point bomb. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 13 now for Oklahoma City.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense, because of that ability to score. I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Pass to Caruso. 5 on the clock. Now Hartenstein. Porzingis with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Coming onto the floor for your Thunder, number 7.
Celtics trailed by 11. Outside, White. Pass to Porzingis. Nice ball movement by Boston. To the middle. Holmgren with the steal. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Now off the inbound. Basket good. 8 points for Porzingis.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
To the paint. And that's good for 2 as he grabs the feed. Holmgren's got 8 points.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Back to Holiday. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
Williams in the post. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Great look, but off the mark. Celtics trailed by 9. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
The kick out to Brown. Pass to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Screen by Porzingis. The Celtics need to get a shot off.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities. And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
White with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Here's Tatum. Here's White. The Thunder pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Outside Williams. The Thunder with another miss. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to White. Down low. Caruso with the steal. Inside. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Here's White. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Oklahoma City bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been active. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Celtics trailed by 7. Pass to Porzingis. Holmgren with the steal. Over in the corner, Williams. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Pass to White. To the paint. Taken away by Williams. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Oklahoma City leading by 7. There's a screen by Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Over in the corner, Porzingis. Good on the triple. Porzingis has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Caruso with the ball. He's picked up by White. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. Celtics trailed by 6. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Brown feeling out a bit. The kick out to Tatum. No good from outside.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice D from Porzingis.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Pass to Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with it for 3. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Back to Tatum. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. He told his guys to max it out on the 3. If those shots aren't coming, then we need to move on. There are other looks for us out there. We want some diversity in those shot attempts, guys.
Thank you, David. Holmgren wide open. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
To Holmgren. And the 3 off target.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you can rely on Porzingis in these moments. He's always ready to shoulder the load offensively.
Pass to Caruso. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Going
to the rack with energy and to be afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. And stolen by White. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Tatum. Now here's White. 6 on the shot clock. Out left of the wing. Here's Porzingis. Money! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
No, staying cool in a clutch moment. Homer not letting his inexperience get the best of him.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Tatum. White with it. Pass to Brown. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
It seems like Brown always has something cooking, and he shows up big when they need him most.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Thoughts on what coach wants to do here?
And they need a 3 to tie. Look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. Holmgren with the block. So a close game sees Oklahoma City.
Ñoño, esta defensa es nivel cielo. Tú estás loco, eh.
To wait out until the very last moment to see it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home. That advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll wrap it up, folks, for Stan Van Gundy.
Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Now here's Tatum. They kick it out to Porzingis. From the right block. The shot misses. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now here's Holiday. They kick it out to Porzingis. White for three. Sinks the tray.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant, not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
White with it. Caruso covers. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
And this is what they want to see from Porzingis, taking contact and completing the play.
Boston shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
On the wing, Caruso. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Caruso misses. And it's a Celtics ball. Big run right now for him. 11-2. Outside White. And it's off from 3-point range.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Caruso.
Well, you could really feel Brown's defensive focus there. He was determined to affect the shot.
Pass to Porzingis. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Porzingis surveying the floor. Kick out to Brown. 6 to shoot. Back to Porzingis. Buries it down low. Porzingis has got 7 points.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Here's Porzingis. Off target from the wing. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Trailing by 4. And Porzingis with the block.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
Now here's Brown. It's Brown on the wing. Porzingis sets a screen. And stolen by Holmgren. And here's Caruso outside. Boston pulls it in. There's 31 seconds left in the opening quarter. The kick to Tatum. Takes the 3. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 4. Pass to Holmgren. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
I like whenever Holmgren uses his length to his advantage. Great at forcing the D to foul him inside.
That free throw good from Holmgren. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
Yeah, many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
Williams from long range. Drills it from deep.
3 points.
And it's a tie ball game.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter. We're all tied up. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it's good for 2. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Six on the shot clock. Down low. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
Thunder foul. Isaiah Hartenstein.
Celtics trail by 4.
First team foul.
Pass to Brown. Back to White. The kick to Tatum. Out left to the wing. Got it. Porzingis has got 9 points.
So smooth off the catch. Porzingis is excellent at judging when to take quick shots.
Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Tatum drills the three.
Yeah, stretching that defense all the way to the sidelines. Tatum with a nice shot.
Inside. It's stolen by Tatum. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Finished off the break. Tatum's gotten his second bucket of the game. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Boston?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers. Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
To the left wing. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Tatum barreling in. White with it. Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 7. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Pass to Porzingis. Off target with the 3. Oklahoma City trailing. Bam! Chad rocking the rim.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And here's White. No one near him. Wallace pulls it in.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Williams from long range.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Left side, Holiday. Pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum. Taking the hit.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 1. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Left side, Porzingis. Pass to White. Taken away! 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. White on the wing. He's got 6. Tatum with a screen. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. He shoots it. And misses it off the right side of the rim. What if it goes? And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
25.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Alexander to the middle. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Oklahoma City shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And that one misses. Good on the second one.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Brown. And Brown rising high for the finish.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
And stolen by Porzingis. To the inside. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 7.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
Holiday surveying the floor. To the middle. From the low block. Shot clock at 6. Outside Tatum. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Alex Caruso. And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Holiday hits them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Outside, Williams. Sends it home from three-point land. Williams has got 6.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Holiday with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Outside Holiday. Inside. And stolen by Holmgren. For the tie. Ooh, Chet with a big finish.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Outside, Brown. There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter. Back to Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
And striking without warning. Holiday can be so sudden.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul.
Minute 32 left in the third.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
Pass to Holmgren. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Holiday. And here's White. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Isaiah Hartenstein. Is now on the court. It's your
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Porzingis sets a screen. 6 to shoot. Okay, do it, KP.
Great body control by Porzingis. He sets a good pick and then rolls right into a scoring position.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
The kick out to White. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Right side, Holiday. Outside, Brown. Three-pointer. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. You look at Kristaps Porzingis. What a contribution.
Well, he's having his way inside, so they've got to figure it out. Time to talk it over.
From deep, Holmgren. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Boston out in front. They lead by 1. After a quick break, we're coming. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. The Celtics with the lead. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
Outside Holiday. The kick to Tatum. Porzingis putting the size to work.
On the offensive end, Porzingis has been so dialed in, making the most of every scoring opportunity he gets.
Down low. And Williams punches it home.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Holiday with the ball. Pass to Porzingis. 5 on the clock. To the paint. And stolen by Holmgren. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
It's Brown on the wing. They set the pick. Back to Holiday. Clock at 6. Pass to Tatum. They kick it out to Porzingis. Oh, the deep ball from Porzingis.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
Dort for 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And it's Brown off the drive. Tatum looking it over. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Inside. The kick out to White. Back to Tatum. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
I love whenever Porzingis hits the offensive boards. He has the height needed to hurt defenses in this regard.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's SGA. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Right side Holiday. Kick out to Brown. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Dort. Back to Williams. .146 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
Here's Holiday. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
On the wing, Holiday. Kick out to Brown. 56 seconds left to play in the fourth.
It's all about the effort level from Dort on defense. He puts in the work to lock down shooters.
Out to the right wing. Now Holmgren. Dort outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Back to Dort. And stolen by Brown.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams with the screen. Pass to Dort. The three ball. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Now into the lineup for the Thunder. Number 55.
Here's Holmgren. Count it!
Too easy for a guy of his caliber. The D must put up more of a fight down there.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
And this comes down to whether they want to go for a 3 to win or send it to overtime with a 2. Either way, it's got to happen off this inbound pass.
Number 9.
For the win! Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so the big win by Oklahoma City in a tight game. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy.
Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. And both teams look to move the ball around, Stan, to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience. It takes unselfishness.
And it seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
They say the vertical is where Castle lacks a bit. Show me where it lacked there.
The kick out to Anunoby. Six on the shot clock. Towns. Wembanyama with the rebound. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. It's tipped. Right side Towns. Pass to Bridges. Back to Towns. Bridges outside. A rebound by the Spurs. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
Now, Wembanyama. After Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer. Over in the corner, Barnes. San Antonio again missing. New York with the ball. Looking for the first basket of the game. Out to Brunson. The three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
The offensive rebound. Here's Wembanyama for three. Now, here's Bridges. Pass to Brunson. Towns with it. Doesn't go for him. Good defense by Wembanyama. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk to Greg Popovich.
Now, Coach said they need to take away Jalen Brunson's weapons and make him make plays, especially from outside. Coach said Brunson is a great distributor. He gets all of his teammates involved. We need to take away his weapons and make him shoot the three. See if the defense can do that. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Castle. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along. And then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
Pass to Brunson. Back to Achua. Out to the right wing. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And you know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And that one, good.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Trailing by 4. The kick out to Anunoby. Stripped it away. Outside, Fox. Towns with the steal. Pass to Brunson. Back to Towns. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. That one good for 2.
Silky smooth there from the mid-range. Cat's mechanics on that jump shot are excellent.
The drive by Wembanyama. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the game. With the floater. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
You can see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So no doubt expectations will be high.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
How about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Bridges outside. Brunson right side. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. San Antonio on defense. 4-point game. Here's Brunson. Here's Towns. Another shot. Rebounded by the Spurs. Outside, Fox. San Antonio again turning it over. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. And with his speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. DA, thanks. the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Here's Brunson after the basket by San Antonio. Takes a step back. Pass to Bridges. The kick out to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Spurs leading by 6. From the arc. The size, the shooting touch. Wembanyama is unreal.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Wembanyama. 6 points for him. And once again, Coach, this storied San Antonio franchise is on the upswing.
It sure is, Kevin. Look, they've got a Hall of Fame coach and a potential Hall of Fame centerpiece to build a team around. They've got great talent evaluators in the front office. You can't ask for a better recipe for success.
Pass to Castle. Outside for Wembanyama. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the...
And the dunk by Towns.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Here's Castle. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Bucket is good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Down low. And Towns throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Brunson outside. Stolen away. Fast break. Here we go. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Out to Bridges. No good from outside. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Here's Champagne. It's hauled in by Achua. Knicks trail by 7. Brunson outside. To the middle. 3 seconds left. And it's Robinson with the bucket inside.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's San Antonio. They're up by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. San Antonio leading by 5. Pass to Barnes. Here's Branham. Here's Mamu Kelishvili, guarded by Robinson. And here is Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Now, here is Robinson. Now, Brunson. Shot clock at 6. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Pass to Mamukelashvili. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Knicks trail by 7. Inside. To the inside. Here's Barnes. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Substitution on the court.
Wembanyama outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one's good from the corner. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 9 now for San Antonio. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I could see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
Brunson takes off. And stolen by Vassell. Fox from outside. And no good. Knicks trail by 9. On the wing, Bridges. And the 3 ball is good. Bridges got 6 points.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. In the corner, it's Bridges. Brunson outside. Baseline Shea on the way. Barnes grabs the miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
And the Knicks with possession. They trail by 6. Here's Bridges. He has 6. Here's Robinson. And the rejection by Wembanyama. From deep. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Knicks trail by 6. Swiped it away. And the Spurs pushing it up now.
Smart bucket by Castle. Get out and run.
And here are the Knicks now. Brunson goes in. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the third. Out to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Brunson. Pulls up, high post. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Pass to Castle. Drives to the hoop. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Drains the three-pointer. And it's an 11-point Spurs lead.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's San Antonio holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll return shortly. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Knicks trailed by 11. Brunson with it. Outside for Robinson. Brunson outside. Back to Robinson. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
Fox looking it over. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, the Knicks. 9-point game. Barnes the screen. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Here's Fox. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific at scoring even when he gets bodied up.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
Out to Bridges. No good with the triple. San Antonio leading by 14. Brunson, left side. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Here's Fox. It's rebounded by New York. On the wing, Anunoby. Pass to Achua. From past the arc. The shot that time, not on target. And here is Fox. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Wembanyama. 5 on the clock. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
To the paint. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Pass to Castle. Wembanyama outside. Here's Castle. And he slams it one-handed.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
The kick out to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Towns at the elbow. Over Wembanyama. Can't hit from the elbow.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for San Antonio.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Victor Wembanyama.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Spurs lead by 19.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Brunson scanning the floor. New York needs to get off a shot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 14-4 run. Vassell, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.